guys, that boy James 1 here, and welcome back to another Infraspace video. So, I know this is coming out later than normal. Infraspace released an update on Friday. I'm recording this on Saturday, and I wanted to play that update. So this is going to be, I did look at it a little bit before, and it's going to change a whole bunch of stuff. And this episode is probably just going to be an episode where we try to change some stuff so it just doesn't downgrade all the way, because we can do that if you don't, because there was new materials that are added that are needed for some of the early materials. So I'll show you more once we get in, but yeah, so power has changed, production has changed, the amount of resources you get per item have changed. So these need crude oil and carbon now, and this uses chemicals and aluminum and sand and blue science. And then all the parks, and then I don't remember if I had parks here, but all the parks got deleted. I also don't have the ability to make buildings like that anymore. Yeah, so the amount of resources you get from all the different things are now changed. A whole bunch of different things, yes. There's crude oil, and then a whole bunch of stuff changed. So it's plastic, and that's used in other things as well. So like the home appliances and computers need plastic now. There's chemicals there, and then there's water distillery, and then there's crude oil pipes. And yeah, like all the sciences, well, these three sciences changed. I don't think this one really changed. Yeah. There's solar panels, there's different, if we look at this, like there's a tiny one and then a big one, and they do different things, and then there's separate tabs for the different materials, cheap roads and normal, and so changed a whole bunch of stuff, but it did change it for the good, because it's a lot, there's the balancing update, so everything, so it's a bit more balanced in the way that what's the word, things are created. Yeah, so like those sensors, there's what nanotubes look like. They need industrial chemicals. These just need nanotubes and microchips now. That's the same thing, that makes the same thing. That's a lot different. And then for other things like the robots and stuff like that, they use sensors, and there's heat exchangers and a whole bunch of other stuff that has to be made for some of the other things. There's also a whole bunch of new research to do. So I'm going to it looks as though we can kind of just leave stuff and also change, so you can see for this one we only need yellow sign, so this one only needs green sign, so this one, so yeah, there's new parks. So alright, so probably going to leave the game paused really for most of the time, because it's going to be kind of a get everything situated so we don't just instantly all downgrade. Put another couple of solar panels here. Yeah, and the materials are up here now. I honestly like the way that they changed this. I think it looks a lot better, but you can see we do need, so the materials that, so I believe that whatever electronics we had in here, the same, and iron over here, it just changed it to plastics, that way it didn't just instantly downgrade everything. That has 113 water for some reason. Yeah, over here. Those need sand and aluminum, and yep, they lost a lot of the nanotubes there. So those no longer need sand, so it means that there's less materials that we have to make in each of the different areas, but we need a whole bunch more of some of these materials. So aluminum, yeah, we need a bunch more than what we were already making, which is a thing that I found that one of the things that can really hurt cities if you don't wait and then put a whole bunch of new material down, because stuff to get more materials, because if you don't, then everything will just not be there for a while. So should increase that, and then we're gonna have to come over here and increase the copper over here. Now I just want to get it to the point where we're making enough of all these different basic materials, and then start on some of the newer materials. So we'll spot right there for that. Okay, so we are good. Oh, so we need to drop another nanotubes over here. That's the mid-tech. Computers are on this one, but their icon's right here for some reason. I think there's different variations in the buildings. Yeah, so look here, that's good now. Yeah, we're making a whole bunch more sand than what we actually need. Yeah, this makes 2 sand. Everything's 2 whatever in 5 seconds for the large ones, and 1 in 5 seconds for the small ones. Now we need more sulfur. So let's go here. These are all small mines, so I'm going to delete a couple of these here, replace them with the larger ones. Okay, well everything is, there's no something that's calling for something that we haven't making enough of all the materials that we're making. We don't have, unfortunately we're going to need to make industrial chemicals. There's even new stuff here. So industrial chemicals, we need methane for that, as well as distilled water and regular chemicals. So the regular chemicals just uses the air. Else did it need distilled water and methane. So distilled water we get from here, and it takes water and creates 2 of those. If I have water and creates 2 distilled water. So because we can use pipes, we can kind of put them anywhere. So I'm thinking I'm going to delete this piping here. It'll still be useful later, but so what I'm going to do is extend this road. Basically, this district will just be a lot bigger now. It'll be close to the size that it would actually be. Going to use up all the area. So do we need plastic for any of the stuff that's produced here? No. We don't need milled copper, is what I think that's called. I don't actually know anywhere where milled copper is used. Heat exchanger, okay. So that requires, so the first thing that I'm going to do is the water distillery, and I'll put that right here. And we'll be creating distilled water for all of this. all the way down here. And then the next resource that we'll need for our industrial chemicals is the regular chemicals. So one there and one there. And then so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Yep, right here. And then now that we're producing regular chemicals here, we can go and get industrial chemicals. Yeah, that's a lot of new supply lines and things like that are added in this update. Yeah, this is how big the NOAA process dish is if we create everything that we need here besides iron, copper, and water and methane. So we need more industrial chemicals, it looks like. So I'll add another one of these, 2 of those. Okay, that's good. Oh, that guy doesn't have power, neither does that one. I don't know what we need to... No, I can delete both those. That'll make it easier, and then I can go right here, add that. And then kind of just add these on down low. And then do the same thing over here. Just to kind of fill in that space. So this whole district is now able to receive electricity when it needs to, when we get buildings all the way up here. I feel like I've been talking a bit quiet, sorry if I have, but talk a bit louder now. Alright, no, I don't have enough people, but oh, and I don't even have power over here. This pull this way and then connect it to there. Alright. Says we're not producing enough chemicals. Okay, so I only need one more of those. Chemicals lab can go there. Okay, I am producing enough of everything for this now. I need to run the water pipe here, and I'll just run it all the way down in case I have to do another row of some of this stuff in the future. Okay, but yeah, those have water now, so they will be producing water. What else uses chemicals? I believe you need chemicals. That's what else we need it for. So industrial chemicals stay here, chemicals stay here, and distilled water stays there. Okay, so I'm going to have to create a spot for just regular chemicals as well, so that way I can have them for the green science. I'm also going to need to expand this because it needs plastic. So plastic is produced in plastic factories. Put one there, and one there. And then take this road all the way down here. And then it just uses crude oil, but I'm going to need to expand the district to to include that area, and then plastic. Plastic looks like a Lego brick. Okay. So now what I need a here, and this is a crude oil pipe. Oh yeah, this was supposed to be, it looks like this was supposed to be a housing district, but I changed that. So they are now connected to the crude oil pipe, which once I finish put crude oil in, I'll do that. I also need some for here. Got a way to do this without making too much of a mess. Okay, I can move these down. That should fix that. And then I'm going to delete that. And then put this in. So now they have giant areas where you can have stuff come into them. So this is to alleviate bottlenecks. Oh, what happened? It's not responding. And it crashed. Okay, so loading back in, it just crashed. I don't know where it'll take us back to. Here. Okay, this is right before I put the crude oil pipe in. This is the last autosave that the game did before it crashed. So this is closest to where we were. I was able to bring us back to. And so that means I need to delete that. I wonder if this is what killed it, but don't crash this time. Okay. So far everything's good. Okay. Now I need a road here. 1, 2. Need to scoot these down just one more. Create room there. And then I can expand this district to cover this area over here, and will manufacture plastic here as well. So plastic that's created here will stay here, and then a crude oil pipeline go there. Alright. Okay, so I have 813 people, 845 jobs. Yeah, oh, I also need to put, I don't have method unlocked yet, so this district here is kind of just going to remain inactive. So what I'm going to do is no processes all the way down to 0. Same thing with that. And then distilled water, that's the only place I'm using it. Same thing with the industrial chemicals, and that should fix that problem. Or you know what? Distilled water, I'll pull that out because I want, so these will still run. I want this to fill up with all of the materials besides methane. And then I'll pull the plug on, for a while on distilled water. So now we basically need a spot to get oil. So fortunately there was no like oil patch. You just put the oil extractor down wherever and get oil. Oh, I need, at least want to set down the plastic factories there, so I'll remember that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do just along this side of this road, and because I'll run it all through the pipes, there won't be any extra traffic along this road. and wet to here, connect up to there, run this pipe all the way along, and I'll connect it there. So now, where is crude oil? I'm making way more than I need. Get to about there. Okay. No, that got a whole bunch already. Yeah, so now I need to increase my plastic use, or my plastic creation at the use. I have a lot of use of plastic, but not enough plastic being created. Okay, that's enough there. And then over here. Okay. Now I'm not making enough oil. There's that. Now I don't have enough power. It's just the same amount, and they make the same amount of power. Oh, but they are kind of weird in a shape. So drop some more solar panels out here. It's not. Oh, right, because I dissolved those. Okay, so don't really want to get too close that way. No, none of those are connected, so put that there. Those require people for some reason. Okay, you don't have any methane yet, but I'll go ahead and pull distilled water back. It was not at 100%. A lot of stuff's at around 97. But we are creating plastic now. That's good. We are still able to send computers out. So that's still good. The only thing we need now is more people. Oh, they're all working at, that's 33, oh, yeah, because it's been pushed down because of a people shortage. But, okay, it's not, those aren't getting any sand. Let me just make that a little bit bigger. Sand is produced there, over there. Okay. I should be able to hit play and it shouldn't break itself. Oh, I don't have a spot to create chemicals for that. Where should I put that? I'll do, what do chemicals need? Chemicals don't need anything, so I can kind of just put them wherever. So I'm going to have a road coming off of here. That will be included in this district. And it'll create chemicals and they'll stay there. And then I can see just how many chemicals we need. 320. No, that's 32. Okay. There we go. They're creating chemicals. And then, oh, I'm not creating a blue science now. Yeah, so they are getting all this sand. They're getting all their chemicals, and then pretty soon all they'll need is aluminum. What's the purple color? Okay, so purple, those are chemicals. I put where's the signs right there? Blue signs right there. Oh, those need crude oil. So I need to run crude oil pipe to there, and connect it up to there. And then it, okay, that is working. Carbon's getting over there. No aluminum has reached these yet, but oh, it's got 50 of them incoming. Because it'll increase the default amount. So I think that's going to. So I'll go ahead and just pull the sciences. How does that? Okay, I'll pull the sciences down. Which should mean that everything else is running at 100% about. Yeah, about that. It didn't really change much. Okay, but I do need more people, so I will go ahead and put. That's not where it is. Fundamentals. Basically make a section here, and that should hopefully soon get me enough people. Yep, there's all the survival food coming out. Where do people arrive? All the way down here. That's gonna cause a lot of traffic, so oh, they also have 50 in this, so I'm going to put this right here. Now we have parks, alright. Oh, so there's big city park, classic, modern, small, classic. So they basically give out a different area, so these ones seem to give out the most area for the size that they are, so I'm going to place down 3 of those there, and then I believe, yeah, this one has just a slightly bigger field around it, so I'll place 2 there, and then that. Park road. So now all of these can get park and they will upgrade to level 4. I want to see one of them and then that'll upgrade, and then I think that'll be it for this episode. Oh wow, that was fast. These guys are already, so yeah, so we have some level 4 houses now. Computer and then park. And some, yeah, so oh, it looks like the numbers were changed. Oh. Everybody's upgrading, yeah, and it looks like, I believe that everything doubles now when you upgrade it. So, that has 12 people. No, it doesn't. That can house 12. I wonder if it didn't change. But yeah, but that house is 24. I want to see how many. Okay, so what do you house? You house 16. Okay, so yeah, so they are look to be a bit better. Oh, and now we have enough people. You aren't getting any carbon. So there's that. Yep, you are getting carbon. Alright, so all updated. This area is on pause. I'm gonna pull that all the way up, yeah. most of this area is just kind of on a pause. Those are all full. These will get filled up. They can only store 10. Okay, but those will get filled up with the distilled water as well. City reach level 4. Anything else coming out of these, or are they starting to fill up now? Okay, so yeah, so those are all full now. And we're about to get tanks. So we'll be able, so I'm gonna wait for that, because then we'll be able to, we'll get these tanks, and we'll be able to have a spot to store extra crude oil. And so it looks so, oh, those are all full now. So at the beginning of the next episode, I'm probably gonna sit and have like an AFK session for this for a while, because we are low on concrete and steel. So at the beginning of the next, so that's what's gonna happen next episode, is we're gonna get a whole bunch of the materials. Okay, pipes, so crude oil pipe coming from here, goes all the way, where's the closest spot? Oh, right there. So next episode we're gonna get, oh, I need to pause that so I don't downgrade. I believe that I can just connect right there. Connect right there. Alright. Yes, now tanks. Okay, keep losing my train of thought. Next episode we'll build up all the concrete and steel, so that uses 17. Okay, so it looks as though I'm gonna need more cell food on this side. And that is under the food category. Face that way. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more of this. And I'll see you guys next time.